Hello family, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport Bro, back with another video. Guys, as always, I'd like to say thanks to our new subscribers. Thanks for liking and sharing the content. I appreciate that. Guys, remember, this is not financial advice, okay? I'm just a 52-year-old man that makes videos about my portfolio and my portfolio alone. So do not take this as financial advice. I'm only here to motivate you to invest in your financial future. Don't follow me. Okay, because day like today, if you're not strong, you can end yourself up in the early grave. Okay, guys, with that said, let's get down to business, because today business is horrible. Like the Spanish people say, horrible. Business is horrible today. Okay, let me hold on real quick, guys, so you guys can see today is red. Okay, it's pretty much red. Everything is red. J&J, McDonald's, Waste Management, Home Depot, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, PMG, to name a few, are green. But today was a red day. Of course, you guys know with everything going on with tariffs and a lower employment situation going on, and weak earnings, all that display a big part in the portfolio being down. I mean, in the market being down. But I think the main thing is the tariff. But those are the three particulars. Okay, guys. So remember, like I said, this is not financial advice. I talk about my portfolio, what is good or bad. I talk about my portfolio because this is my journey, and I want to share my journey so you guys can learn from it. Okay. Let's look at some crypto real quick. All right. And as you guys can see, Bitcoin is down in the last 24 hours, 3%, 3.04%. Ethereum is down in the last 24 hours, almost 6%, 5.71% right now. Okay, XRP is at $300, is down 1.6%. What else? BNB in the last 24 hours is down 4.48%, 4.55% to $758.69. Okay, I mean, pretty much, I mean, you guys can see this stuff, okay? It's down. Even my Shiba is down. Now we have 0.35% increase in the last hour, but Shiba is down, okay? I mean, you can, like I say all the time, invest what you're willing to lose, because when you think you got this stuff figured out and then stuff happened, market cap is down to $7.16 billion. And on a day like today, the volume is $312 million, right, in the last 24 hours. On a day like this where the market is bad, people are buying because the thing is down. People are buying. If I had extra cash to spare, I will be buying too, because I will be increasing my value and decreasing my cost average. Okay, but you know what? Like I said, it's fun. It's not financial advice, guys. Just here to motivate you guys to invest. And on days like this, of course, it is not a good day, guys. Okay, look at my portfolio. Okay, in the last today, we down, right? $73, $74, $75 and change. Okay, 2.78% today, and then after hours we're down 0.09%. okay, and at some point, of course, so this is how I look at the rest of the stuff, and then see for the next 24 hours and see if this, I mean, I don't have all my positions in this portfolio, but I have all of my extreme high yield in this portfolio. So when this portfolio is down, I know the rest of my portfolio is down, right? And this thing runs for the next 24 hours, so I can always check it after hours later on tonight and be like, let me see what it's doing, because people are still buying and putting in orders and stuff. So this thing is a active tracker to what is going on with my portfolio. Okay, but we got dividend coming into the portfolio tonight, and we will have a conversation about that tomorrow and see where we at. But I mean, right now, you know, tomorrow I was gonna wear my green shirt, but I got a shirt that got green in it. It's my old Puma shirt. Only because of the income, not because of the market. As you guys can see, the market sucks. Okay, today the market sucks. So in my other portfolio, my car portfolio, We're down $413.35. So 3.18%. This is down today on the portfolio. Okay. Overall, we're down 24.68%, almost $4,000. And you can see everything is in the red. Okay, everything is in the red. But like I said, this is a good buying opportunity. Even though I don't have cash in this portfolio to buy. Well, I do have some cash. I take that back. I do have some cash in the portfolio to buy, but I haven't really bought anything, right? I take that back. I do got cash in the portfolio. But what am I going to buy? So, I mean, on Monday, maybe I can buy some of this cornerstone position, right? And then move up to the next one. But I mean, if I'm down $13, spending $400 and change might alleviate this position, and I can put the money into the next one. So we will see. I don't know how Monday's going to look like. But I mean, I can still buy this after hours, but I have no idea what Monday going to look like. Okay, so we just got to wait and see. But if I can alleviate a few of these positions and put that money into something else that's going to pay dividend, that will get me faster to moving this position out of this portfolio, then I would do that. But for now, I mean, you know, it's a slow process. Okay, at least I got enough money in this account and in my other account that will cover the car payment. That I don't have to move money from my other account. So that's a good thing. And even with the little transfer I would do, maybe $20, $30 to complete the payment in my regular account that I have on here, that will cover my payment for my Tesla. And technically, I'll still have money left over if I needed to move money to cover the insurance. Okay? But right now, I'm trying to fix this negative amount, which is a big amount. I mean, I feel it's a big amount that I need to fix. So I mean, it's work in progress. We're gonna get to it at some point. All right. Let's look at this right here. So as you guys can see, this is my big boy portfolio, guys. Okay, we are down. I'm down today, right? I've been in the positive last week or so, and now I'm back down $20-some thousand, right? It's crazy. $20-some thousand, I'm back down. But today, that portfolio is down $32,000 as of now. Now, of course, there's selling and stuff going on after hours. So come Monday, I might be down even more than this $20-some thousand, $30-some thousand that I'm down in this portfolio. Now, the only positive that I can see, I have income coming into the portfolio today, right? So that will help offset this $32,000, okay? But can you imagine if there was just a growth account and I'm down? I can't do nothing with it. I mean, of course, I won't have to deal with margins, right? But of course, I'm not getting nothing out of it until I sell. The difference between a growth account and an account that pays dividend, even though the portfolio is down today $30-some thousand, I still have income coming to this portfolio pretty much every single day. Okay, so that's one positive of having a dividend investment portfolio. Of course, now if you invest in, as you guys saw everything, S&P, a lot of stuff in S&P is down. So it don't have to do say, oh well, because you invest in extreme high yield, so your portfolio. No, it have nothing to do with it. Okay, on an average, the portfolio has been decent. We down on a lot of funds, but I've been trying to increase increase my daily cost average to bring those down. The reason I changed my strategy a little bit, but with a day like today, where we're hoping for HOY to recover, so I can sell out of it and have like a buffer for the next buy situation, and then days like this happen to where we have to wait it could be another week or so, maybe longer before that can recover, right? But this is part of the things we have to deal with when we're investing. Now, of course, I'm still gonna have dividend next week. My dividend next week should be pretty much around the same amount. Now, because I sold out of PLTY, now that's going to affect my dividend because I sold out of PLTY. So we just got to wait and see what happens in the next couple of days. right? I mean, portfolio today, I'm down 4%, maybe close to 5% today. You know, I mean, I don't think that's too bad. Oh my gosh. I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse than what it is. It could have been bad, but you know what I'm saying, compared to what we had to deal with the last time, and this happened on a Friday, so what Monday is going to bring? I have no idea what Monday is going to bring, right? I sold my PLTY position the other day at a profit, right? And today, right now, it's down $67.73. So I'll have to wait to see what they're going to pay come next week, week after next, in 2 weeks. Hopefully by that time things are back to normal with all this tariff thing. You know, and I'm not selling portfolios and trying to move portfolio around to survive again, you know, because my margins is a crazy low, crazy bad right now, and I was trying to fix this before August, but of course that didn't happen. So I mean, it is what it is. We got to deal with the consequences of being a risk taker. Okay. Now, right now, as far as the dividend goes, it's a new month, so it's estimated. And I told you guys yesterday what we're going to start doing going forward, right? Whatever dividend I get this week, gonna be the income amount. I'm no longer gonna be using like these estimated monthly amount no more, because it fluctuates so much. And I think sometimes it can be confusing for people who come into the channel, and they might watch one video one day and it show that I got 38,000, and next day it show I got 32,000. So it can be confusing, especially people don't understand that I'm using a tracker as the estimated income, right? So starting from this month, right, when we calculate the income, whatever income we get, let's say tomorrow when I do the income and we get $5,000, the income for this month going to be $5,000. And then the next week, whatever the additional income is, $5,000, then we're going to be $10,000. That's how we're going to be doing it going forward. I mean, the estimated income still is going to show, as a motivation piece, but just to keep it standardized, so not confuse people that are coming in, and they might watch a couple of videos and they see, they're like, man, the income, one day the income here, next to the income there, it can be kind of confusing for people who haven't been watching the channel from the beginning, or who not really paying attention to understand that those amounts are estimated. It's not the actual amount. So starting from this month, we're going to start using the actual amount. That way, when the stuff show up, people know, okay, well, it's the actual amount. For you guys who've been around this channel pretty much from when I started posting videos on this channel, you already know what's going on. And this is mostly for the new people. Okay, guys? But I still like to look at the tracker. The tracker right now, income for the next 12 months is $573,000, $227. I can't even talk. And the estimated income for the next 10 years is about $10 million. Okay, $10.1 million. That is crazy. And the portfolio value estimated at $31 million. So guys, we are here for a long time. So as long as I have life and I can sit in front of this computer and pay attention to my portfolio, this is going to be how it's going to be. Now, I have some things that I'm working on. If it happens and it works out, of course, my portfolio is going to increase. It's going to increase immensely. A substantial amount going to be added to my portfolio. But if it doesn't work out, then it is what it is. And if it does work out, it will help me bring down my cost average, which will actually also increase the amount of money in the portfolio. Okay, guys. And also, I am going to be removing a lot of anything in my portfolio that pay less than, I think it's 10% or whatever it is, will be removed from this portfolio going forward. I will put this into my cash management account, because this account have margins, and I have positions in it that are lower yield, right? And when those positions dividend, when they reinvest, right? That automatically go in at a higher return that I have to pay back their money because it's margin. So I ain't trying to lose money. So everything that's on here that is under, I think it's about, like I said, 10, 11%. I might keep a couple of positions because I'm not reinvesting into those positions anymore. That's different. If I'm not reinvesting into those positions anymore and they lower yield, I'm going to keep them because they're just putting back income into the portfolio. That's it. But if they're under a certain amount, right, I will be selling out of here and the money is going to stay in the portfolio, but I'll be adding that position to my cash management account, which is my car account, going forward. So that's the plan. I was looking at it the other day. I've been going back and forth with this for a while, and I'm like, you know what? I need to kind of take that out and cut down the amount of positions also. So even in my cash management account, I'll be cutting down some of the positions also. But I got to go through all this first, make sure everything is okay, and then we're gonna balance it out. Because I think after I do that, I might have somewhere maybe between about 40 to 60 positions left in the portfolio. Not only is it easy to manage, but it helps, have more income coming into the portfolio at a higher rate than having those 2-3%. And that the yield also going to be different. Okay, guys. Like I said, this is not financial advice. I'm just trying to motivate you guys to invest in your financial future. This is an all estimated amount. You guys know how much money we generated last month, $38,000. This month, I was hoping we're going to generate a little bit more. But for the beginning of the month, you get punched in the gut, and that hurts. If you ever got in a fight and somebody punched you in the stomach, you know how that hurts. This is pretty much what it is, getting punched in the gut for the second time, dealing with freaking tariffs and other stuff that is messing up our portfolio. Now, for people, can you imagine? I just have less than $1 million in my portfolio. Can you imagine people? There's other people that invest in this extreme high yield stuff that have millions of dollars in their portfolio. Can you imagine how bad it is, right? When my little B portfolio is down $32,000 right now, which could be more later on during after hours. But can you imagine somebody having $3 or $4 million in their portfolio? They're down probably $100,000 easy. Okay, so don't be like, oh man, I wish I was in your situation. No, because everybody's situation is different. Work your way up to where you need to be. Stay in your lane, and I promise you, you're gonna get to where you need to get at some point. You can see right here, right, the income amount had went up, right? My down almost $200,000 down in my portfolio. That is crazy, but that's just one day. Okay, $30-something thousand in one day. And that's in one account, okay? And I have a bunch of other accounts that is attached to this. In my Roth, right? My Roth, we're down like $2,000, almost $2,500 in my Roth. So I mean, that still hurts because I'm waiting, especially in my Roth. I am waiting for one position to recover, right? So I can sell out of it. I got to the end of the month, so I can go purchase my new apartment in Colombia, right? But at some point, we're at $70,000 yesterday. I beat up today before the market took the turn for the worse. I was like, okay, I mean, I went down like a couple $1,000s. We're gonna do it. And then I went downstairs, came back, refreshed my screen, boom, it's down again some more. So that's how things are, guys. Okay, like I said, this is not financial advice. Remember, invest in your future. Use what works for you. Use what tactics works for you. Okay, and at some point you're going to accomplish a lot more than you can expect. Okay, so remember, patience is key. Okay, and if you can make the money, I mean, no matter what happened, you can always make the money back. Okay, but keep your sanity and just be prepared for whatever happens. Okay, guys, have a wonderful and blessed day. And tomorrow we'll do our income portfolio review video and see how much money we made this week, the 1st of August. Okay, guys, I love you. Stay blessed. Peace out.